from Dr. Kritika. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. So today, we would be in India. We had potential application invested on the sensor part. We concentrated on three types of sensors, which were completely connected with the metal oxide. So today, we would be seeing three types of sensor that we fabricated and experimentally evaluated their output performances, and various property tuning methodologies also to have the desired properties tuned so that we can have better performance. So, coming to the brief introduction part, as we know, sensors detect changes in the quantities like light, motion, gases, or pressure. So, the sensor technology attained greater attention with the invention of first man-made sensor thermostat in the year 1883. Then on, many sensors came into the market. But before all these inventions, a bird called canary bird was used by the miners in the mining industry. This is actually a singing bird. What happens is that in the mines, if the concentration of the carbon monoxide or the methane increases, this bird will stop singing and if eventually die if the concentration of the toxic gases in the atmosphere is increased. After this came the flame safety lamp invention, and then on many types of semiconductor, electrochemical, and catalytic based gas sensors were invented. So the first idea of gas sensor kick-started when the deadliest nature of the carbon monoxide due to affinity between carbon monoxide and hemoglobin was found by Claude Bernard. Uh, Claude Bernard. Then coming to the second application part, that would be the accelerometer. So the brief history about the accelerometer is that the Atwood machine is the first accelerometer that was invented by George Atwood in the year 1783, which was invented to measure the acceleration of the falling object. The fundamental idea behind this was the development of modern accelerometers in automobile industries group. Then, due to the need for sensing the acceleration of
Excuse me,
vibration,
doctor.
leading yeah,
Pardon.
uh,
Can you please zoom your screen or present the slide because it's very small to see.
yeah, 1 minute, sir. Is it okay now, sir?
Madam, use presentation mode.
It's already in the presentation.
You go to
Uh,
the top, the slide is so right, you can click the-
or you can just press F5 onto your keyboard.
I tried doing it, but 1 minute. I'm sorry for this.
That's okay. That's okay. Or there is option at the bottom nearby the zoom option. There is one option about the presentation. Left to this. Left to this. Yes, it's better now.
Is it okay now, sir?
Yeah, it's okay now. We can move ahead.
Uh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for this. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much audible.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir. So coming to the focus areas for the literature survey, we were concentrating on the types of nanostructures that has been reported and the method of synthesizing these nanostructures, the substrates that were used for the growth of these nanostructures, because we came to know that the substrates do play a crucial role when it comes for the output performance sensing, especially for a piezoelectric based accelerometers. Then the parametric influences that will affect the performance of the sensor, like the precursor concentration, substrate selection, growth method, growth temperature, growth duration, dopants, co-dopants, and etc. And types of metal oxides that has been employed so far for various sensors, to have a proper knowledge about the reports that have been done so far. So the reason for us to go for metal oxide is that it is very high it has very high sensitive, which is capable of detecting low concentration of gases and chemicals. The conductivity changes when it is encountered with a small ppm of gases, and it has better stability and durability, and the fabrication is better, is easy. And we can use low cost fabrication methodology for actually synthesizing metal oxide based nanostructures, and it is found in versatile applications. So these are the inferences that we got from our literature survey. So, of all the nanostructures that is available, like coral, spindles, rods, flowers, we came to know that nanorod morphology is better due to the vertical alignment of the rods, as it will enhance the effective carrier transportation facilitation. Then, coming to the method of synthesis of the available synthesizing methods, we came to know that hydrothermal is better due to its easy synthesizable procedure, low cost fabrication
Uh,
methodology, low
Excuse me,
temperature.
your screen is not moving. Means your sliding slides are not moving. That is stuck at one slide.
Uh, I'm sorry, wait for a while, please.
On the top of your screen, see slideshow. Go to the screen. There is a slideshow. Yeah, on this animation near to animation. Next column is slideshow. Top.
No,
Your
one minute.
cursor is not on the right place. Yes,
Actually, I
slideshow.
have this problem with my cursor. I don't know why it's not moving. 1 minute, sir.
Put your cursor on slideshow.
So,
Automatically, they will show. Your cursor is on slides. Don't go on slide. On the top, there is a slideshow design. जैसे जो ऊपर लिखा हुआ है. Right. Next. There is a slideshow button. Yes. Down. Next. इधर देखिए हाँ.
Into the
There is a
menu option
button.
on the
Slideshow.
menu,
Menu में देखिए आप.
home, insert, draw, design. At the top menu option,
create.
there is home, insert, draw, then
Hmm.
slideshow. Yes, then from the beginning or from the current slide into the top itself. Onto the top itself, ma'am, into the menu. From beginning we can do. It might be because
No.
you haven't shared your whole screen. You have shared only this window, which is currently visible. So you might be sharing the slide, but it is not visible due to the
Yeah.
current window sharing option. So please share your whole screen, then your slide would be visible.
Madam, go to the top under file. You just click the front.
Sir, is my screen am I audible?
Yes, you are pretty much
Sir,
audible.
I'm trying to do it, but I think some problem is there with this. 1 minute,
Okay,
sir. Please give me some time. 1 minute. I'm
okay, no
sorry
problem.
for this.
Maybe Abhishek sir, you can give permission to her operate the system by herself.
I
I'm
think
finding some technical things, sir. I don't know why I'm not able to access some of the options here.
this problem would be resolved if you will share the complete screen, complete window.
Oh,
A single window sharing will not allow us seeing your presentation. Yes.
Now, is it
Yes.
available now?
Yes, it's visible now.
Okay, I'm sorry for this again. Uh, okay,
That's okay, ma'am. Please.
okay. Thank you, Abhishek sir. So, coming to the inferences from the literature survey, nanorod is better. We came to know that I think we completed this. Maybe I'll start from the hydrothermal method. So, of the synthesizing technique that is available, we came to know that hydrothermal is superior because of its easy synthesizable procedure, low cost fabrication methodology, low temperature synthesizability, flexibility in parametric control, and substrate selection. Now, third is a very important thing, that is a parametric dependency. From the literature reports, we came to know that parametric dependency do play an influential role in the output performance of the sensors that are to be fabricated. So the optimization of these dependent parameters are highly necessary. So now coming to the zinc oxide part of the available semiconducting materials that is available. The reason for us to go for zinc oxide is that it is eco-friendly, non-toxic, have piezoelectric property, have easy fabrication methodology, low temperature synthesizing method, and good stability. Of the two types of forms of zinc oxide material available, we are going to go for hexagonal wood stable structure due to its because it is having piezoelectric property which is absent in cubic zinc blend structure. So these things we already discussed in the previous slides, like the nanostructures and the fabrication methodology. So the complete research target or the novelty part of our sensor is that all the commercially available acceleration sensors are made up of PEZT, and all the gas sensors that are available in the commercial market, I mean, most of the gas sensors available in the commercial market are based of tin and silicon dioxide. So the disadvantages of this PZT, tin, and silicon dioxide is that they have complicated synthesizing procedures, high synthesizing temperature. They are toxic and the desirable properties tuning is very tough, and they need extra heating coil for them to sense the input vibrations that we give for the accelerometer when it comes for the accelerometer application. And also when it comes to the gas sensor, we need to have extra heating coil for it to sense the for the sensor to have the active sensing material sense the gas when it is exposed to the toxic gases. So the main motivation from these disadvantages for us was to have a low cost, non toxic, portable, bio friendly, and easily room temperature synthesizability. So here comes the research aim of our complete sensors. First one would be that we have to synthesize zinc oxide based nanostructures on a rigid substrate using low temperature hydrothermal method. Next is to study the material properties like structural, optical, morphological element, and electrical ones. Then after studying the material properties, the so fabricated sensor must be exposed to gas sensing setups that we have in our laboratory to experimentally check whether it is able to detect the gases that is being exposed to it or not. We have set we In our gas sensing system we have the target test gases to be methane and carbon monoxide, because from the start of the research, our main research problem statement was to address the sewage system sensor. That is the one because in sewage system there would be a lot of methane and carbon monoxide gases coming out from that. Similarly, there would also be pipeline leakages to the main motto of the this research is that we must be able to synthesis or fabricate a sensor that must be able to detect the methane, carbon monoxide, and also the pipeline leakages. So first we would be exposing that to the gas sensing setup to obtain its performance metrics like response time, recovery time, and sensitivity at a specific ppm. Then after that we will be exposing the same sensor to acceleration sensing setup to find its resonance sequence frequency and sensitivity when it is subjected to range of input acceleration. Then from this we will be calculating the overall sensitivity performance of the fabricated one for multifunctional application. So in that research, we also concentrated on tuning the desirable properties in terms of sensitivity for both the gas and acceleration by concentrating on various performance influencing factors. So in this research, we would be concentrate in this seminar. I would be giving you a uh, brief discussion on co-dopants, mixed metal oxide, and shielding alone because of the time constraint. So the current discussion, I will be discussing about the transition metal doping into zinc oxide nanorod. We went for three types of transition metal doping, and then the co-dopants concept, and then would be the mixed metal oxide and the shielding one. After all these things, all these fabricated sensors will be individually exposed to gas and acceleration sensing setups, and its output performance would be calculated. So this is a complete process flow of the zinc oxide based multifunctional sensor. The fabrication of the zinc oxide based sensor starts with the substrate selection, seed layer deposition, hydrothermal growth, and establishing the P-type layer to have PN junction formation, and on the top of it, the top electrode for the electrical contact. So for the gas sensor, the parameters that we are going to evaluate is response time, recovery time, and sensitivity. And for the accelerometer, they are going to be resonant frequency, maximum output voltage for resonant frequency and input acceleration, and the sensitivity. So this is a photographic image of the common fabrication process that we go for all sensors in our laboratory. Uh, so the preparation of seed layer solution, spin coating of the seed layer at a specific RPM and duration, and then the seeded substrate would be annealed, and the growth solution would be prepared. We went for hydrothermal growth, as I have previously said, due to their advantages. And then after this is the eighth picture is the nanorods grown sample. Above that, we would be coating with P.PS as a whole collecting layer to establish PN junction. So this is the FSM images with the EDAX spectrum that we obtained for ferric doped zinc oxide nanorods. You can see that when we increase the percentage of ferric by 1, 3, and 8 percentage, there were lots of defects introduced. And we also evaluated the optical properties, and we came to know that as the concentration of the dopant has increased, the band gap got decreased. That is a band gap of 3.13 electron volt, 3.11 electron volt, 3.08 and 3.1 electron volt respectively for undoped Z, and 1 percentage of ferric oxide doped ZF1 device, 3 weight percentage of Fe2O3 or doped sensor, and 5 weight percentage of the Fe2O3 doped sensor. So coming to the electrical properties, since we quoted P.PSS above the active sensing layer, we just wanted to find out if it is forming a PN junction. So we went for JV analysis where a PN junction curve was formed, and from this we found the turn-on voltages also. And this is the impedance analysis that we performed. You can see from this pic that the internal resistance for the samples eventually is decreasing as the concentration of FeO2 3 dopant is introduced into zinc oxide nanorods. So this is the acceleration sensing properties evaluation test system that we have in our laboratory. It has function generator, power amplifier, TV, mini shaker. Above the shaker only, we keep the device, which is the sensor under test, and that is the display unit. We used DV software for actually evaluating this acceleration sensing parameters. So this is a fabricated accelerometer, and the output voltage, we after keeping the device under the sensor above this mini shaker, we actually exposed that to a range of frequency starting from 1, and from that we found the resonant frequency of all the 4 samples. So now keeping the sensor at resonant frequency and varying the acceleration from 0.1 g till 1 g, we found the output voltages of the sensors fabricated. So from this, we calculated the sensitivity that I will be explaining in the upcoming slides. So this is the gas sensing properties evaluation test system in our laboratory. We have a reference gas cylinder, that is nitrogen gas cylinder, and 2 target test gases. One is carbon monoxide and methane. A vacuum pump, stainless steel gas chamber. Inside this chamber only we'll be placing our sensor under test and exposing to various ppm of gases that will be controlled by mass flow controllers, multimeter, display unit. Um, so this is the resistance change that was observed when we exposed the sensor that we fabricated to 10 ppm of gas, carbon monoxide gas. CO on is the reference, that is the baseline. So the time taken for the sensor to attain its maximum resistance upon exposing to the target test gases is the response time. And the recovery time is nothing but the time taken for the sensor to actually revert back to its original or base resistance after turning off the target test gases. So CO off is the line, is the time that we have turned off the test gases. So the resistance of the sensor came back to its original value. So from this, we will be calculating the change. We'll be calculating the sensitivity, that is nothing but the ratio of the resistance under test gas to the baseline resistance of the sensor without before exposing to the target test gases. So this is the resistance change that we observed when the same sensor was exposed to 10 ppm of methane test gases. So from this, we calculated the sensitivity of the fabricated accelerometer that was found to be, that is, you can see from this performance parametric table that the ZF5 sensor, that is 5 weight percentage of ferric doped sensor, have better sensitivity when it is exposed to carbon monoxide and methane. And also, when the sensitivity of the fabricated accelerometer was calculated, the same sensor ZF5 is said to have better sensitivity when it is exposed to the acceleration sensing system. That means nearly 3.56 times a better output when compared with the undoped one. So this is the main concept that we follow for all the other sensors. This is all about doping ferric oxide of different concentration into zinc oxide nanorod. The second one would be the second parametric that we investigated was the effect of doping and shielding. Like, we took titanium dioxide, we doped into different ratios and different weight percentage, and then we just coated this titanium dioxide on the ground zinc oxide nanorod, and above that we coated P dot PSS. The same procedure we followed, and we found out that the resistance of the fifth weight percentage for the doped one was better when compared with the one weight percentage. Similarly, this also had a better sensitivity. The fifth device had better sensitivity when it was exposed to target test gases like methane and carbon monoxide. So when coming to the shielding part, like coating the zinc oxide, titanium dioxide above the hydrothermally grown zinc oxide nanorods, third shielded, like 3 per weight percentage of titanium dioxide was coated on the zinc oxide nanorod, and we found that the sensitivity of this was better. Similarly, we exposed that to 10 ppm of CO and CH4, and the third sample was better. This is the third parametric influence that we investigated, that is a mixed metal oxide based nanostructures. We mixed the better performance, that is the fifth device, 5 weight percentage of Fe2O3 grown zinc oxide nanorod sample with the plain zinc oxide to form mixed metal oxide based nanostructures, and we exposed it to acceleration and gas sensing setup, and we found that when compared with the zinc oxide sensor fabricated, the mixed metal oxide based sensor had improved sensitivity in terms of gas when it was exposed to gas sensing and acceleration sensing setup. The fourth thing was doping and the co-doping concept. Like, first we went for undoped and 1 weight percentage of vanadium doped samples. We investigated all the parameters. Then from this we found that the doped sample had better sensitivity. So we went for 3 varied concentration. So from that we found that 5 weight percentage of the vanadium had better sensing performances. So what we did was we actually combined this 5 weight percentage and nickel to form a co-doped zinc oxide nanorod. And this is that photographic image of the fabricated multifunctional sensor. So the consolidated acceleration sensing results, these are the uh, sensors that we fabricated, their resonant frequencies, their output voltages at the resonant frequency, and their output voltages at 1G acceleration and their respective sensitivity. So for all these devices, we found that the ZF5 sample, that is 5 weight percentage of Fe2O3 doped zinc oxide nanorod, had better sensitivity for acceleration sensing application. Similarly, this is the consolidated gas sensing results for all the sensors that we fabricated. You can see from this table that the same sensor, that is ZF5, have better sensitivity when it is exposed to methane and carbon monoxide. So it is evident that of all the sensors that we fabricated, ZF5 is having better performance, where as well as the multifunctional properties for it to be employed in the target application. So this is the Fe doped zinc oxide nanorods, and before coating with P dot PSS, and this is the fabricated multifunctional sensor that is coated with P dot PSS. So the conclusion from this research is that fabrication of multifunctional sensor was done on the rigid substrate. We varied the dopants, co-dopants, mixed metal oxide based nanostructures, and evaluated their properties. We found that the experimental gas sensing properties proved improved performance of ZF5 sensor when exposed to 10 ppm of CO and CH4 target test gases. Similarly, ZF5 had better acceleration sensing properties, and we went for the stability analysis also. We repeated the experiment for every 15 days to find its stability and reproducibility, and we found that it had a very good stable and reproducible results. So the comparison of the commercially used material is that the available lead zirconate titanate that is available in the market, and uh, titanium tin and silicon dioxide based gas sensor in the market have complicated synthesizing procedure, uh, very high synthesizing temperature, polling requirement, toxicity, and very tough tuning out desirable properties. But the sensor that we proposed is simple, have low synthesizing temperature, no polling is required, and it is non-toxic, biosafe, and hence eco-friendly, and the tuning of the desirable properties is easy. So the novelty and the claim is that easy and low temperature synthesizability and multifunction sensing property. A single sensor would be able to detect two gases and also the pipeline leakages when it is applied to the sewage system. And this eventually results in the reduction on the number of sensors needed, which will end up in due to the less material usage, size, and the cost. And we both the sensors, this single sensor with multifunctional sensing capabilities can sense the uh, vibration as well as the toxic gases at the room temperature itself, and is corrosion resistant, and it is also bio-friendly, eco-friendly, and non-toxic. So this multifunctional sensor we have already patented and published in various journals. So the current application we are concentrating is on food adulteration. As we know, food adulteration is adding inferior or harmful substance to food, compromising its quality and safety. The typical adulterants are artificial colors, harmful preservatives, substitutes like starch in the milk or species. So the consumption of this adulterated food causes allergy, poisoning, and chronic disease. So in the food adulteration part, we have taken milk adulteration into account because there has been lots of research reports that milk adulteration has resulted in a huge number of fatalities over past decade. So the common adulterant that is added to melamine to the milk is melamine and urea, because this is added to the milk to falsify the protein content in it. Melamine, when it is taken in high quantity, when it is taken on the daily basis, it will cause kidney damage and urinary issues, and same way urea, that may lead to gastrointestinal disturbances and toxicity. So the reason for the addition is that the cost reduction, because these two are cheap, and hence acts as an alternative to raise protein levels. So next one would be the profit motivation. Next application that we are under current investigation is also meat adulteration, because in meat packaging, it to artificially enhance the color and give a meat misleading appearances, the meats are exposed to carbon monoxide, which is a very toxic gas. So when we consume this misleading misleading package, misleading appearance of the freshness packed meat, that will cause us to have foodborne illness, because that will be having salmonella and E. coli bacteria in them. So the although uh, all this toxicity, coming to the toxicity concern part, Upon when compared with direct exposure to the carbon monoxide, the carbon monoxide exposed meat is compared to be very highly toxic when it is taken. So adulterant detector, as of now, I can't. I'm sorry that I can't disclose uh, the fabrication things and the materials that we use, because it is under publications in various journal, and the patent is also under review. So these are the researches that we had in India. So after coming to Hong Kong, this after joining the with the Care Rhythm team, we landed into smart PP tracker, because we already worked in accelerometer. So we thought we would uh, bring that use that base concept into this and commercialize the product. So as we know, hypertension is diagnosed with blood pressure consistently measuring 130 bar 80 mmHg or higher. So most 50% of the people will not be aware of the high blood pressure that they are having, because they will not be having obvious symptom. Hence, this is called as a silent killer. So the vision was innovative wearable. For the vision for us was to have an innovative wearable device that combines multiple sensors to provide advanced structure and function monitoring. So how does it work? So this is the uh, working model of the sensor that we have proposed. It has a pulse sensor and PPG sensor that is connected to ADC, which will connect the analog signal from the sensor into digital format for further processing. And after digitalization, it can be processed using advanced neural network. By training the advanced neural network model on a large data set, it can be able to detect the blood pressure and other psychological parameters also. So this is a prototype model that we developed. The key technologies that we used were as AI-driven wireless wearable technology, novel multi-sensor technology, and effortful positioning and continuous monitoring, diabetic integration with glucose monitors, and an advanced deep neural network. So our target was hypertension patients who needs continuous and automatic monitoring, the cardiac patients who always need emergency alerts for abnormal readings, and diabetic patients who needs integration with the glucose monitors too, and the pregnant patients, uh, because this is non-invasive, comfortable, and continuous monitoring. So this is the R&D progress and technology development that we had here. Um, we actually had collaborations with the public hospitals in Hong Kong and China, and we tested our device that we actually made with the patients in these hospitals. So this is the current organization and the team potential, our advisors, collaborators, and supports. We filed a patent in this, and our product is nearing the commercialization part. And it also won a bronze award in the Hong Kong prestigious decathlon that was held in the month of June in 2025. So this is all about the research that we carried in India and also at present in Hong Kong.
That was
Yeah.
amazing, Dr. And seeing the uses of your research into practical conversion, that is also very much interesting. So I would
Yeah.
like to know a little bit more about your device. This is non-invasive. So your research into academia and your connection with that into this industry. How did you travel this and connected your research with this non-invasive device and were able to bring that research into this small device of this wristwatch?
Thank you, Abhishek sir. I think it would be better because my director is also connected to it. I think it would be better if he addresses this. Uh, can I?
Please,
Can
please,
I? Yeah.
we welcome him. Please.
Yeah. Gunashekaran sir, can you please address this question?
Hi everyone. This is Dr. Ayappan,
Hi,
research
sir.
scientist and director of Career and Sensing Technology Limited in Hong Kong. Yes,
Yes.
sir. You asked one question, right, regarding that the pressure sensors, how Kritika combined her research into the K-Rhythms device, right?
Yes.
Initially, let me take a few minutes to explain about our product first, and then I will explain about explain the question. Actually,
Sure.
our main idea is like developing the smart wearable device for cardiac and diabetes and pregnant patients as well as hypertension audiences. So, like when we say like we are developing the smart wearable device, people immediately ask us like, oh, you have lots of competitors like in the market like Apple and then some Samsung smartwatches which are measuring the blood pressure, right? So somehow here, what we do, like that's why Kritika mentioned in our presentation that multi-sensor advantages. What does it mean, multi-sensor? So here we use pulse and PPG. So pulse sensor only here acting as is acting as a pressure sensor. So we call it as here a pulse sensor. So we use that accelerometer as a pulse sensor into our device. So like we aim to concentrate or cover the audiences, particularly in the black skin individuals. Okay, for example, PPG sensors may not be suitable for all the skin tone individuals, right? For example, even sometimes, our Indian subject, when we test the PPG sensors on the Indian people, Indian subjects, right? Sometimes we may not able to fetch the exact data from them. So that's why can't we use that pulse sensor where we can't use the PPG sensor? That was actually initial idea. So here we use our signal quality index method to differentiate the signal from these two sensors. It does mean we use here two sensors at the same time, but using our signal quality index method, we differentiate like either you will get the quality signal from PPG sensor or like a pulse sensor. So finally, one quality good signal will go to the model and model will process the signal with the input signal. Then you will be able to find the corresponding blood pressure. So this is the idea actually. So that's why maybe you might have seen in the prototype, we have mentioned clearly that the pressure sensor is acting like the we have what to say the fabricated the pressure sensor into strap itself, so we cannot see at the outside. Even sometimes the new user, if the new user sees that where is the pressure sensor, we cannot see visibly that pressure sensor. So we incorporate, like we fabricated that pressure inside the strap,
Great,
in
great.
the
So,
strap at
in
the
this
bottom of
discussion,
the
you just
case,
mentioned that
and
you
then
have.
pressure sensor. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Please, sorry, I thought you have finished. So I was just asking. In this discussion, you mentioned that previously the data collection and sensor signal output, was not
Okay.
working well onto the Indian subject. So does it vary from race to race or skin color to skin tone?
No, no. Just to mention, like we are from basically the Indian origin people. That's why I mentioned, like for an example that so like the subject wise, it's like a different external factors like thicker skin or a black skin surfaces, or like maybe some even we have tested on African subject, African people basis. So where you cannot use the PPG sensors. So that time we can replace with the pressure sensor. So that's the idea. So but every time we cannot change individually, right? So that's why we have built both sensors in one device, and also we have integrated that algorithm into the device itself to differentiate the good signal either from PPG or pulse. So you will
Oh,
be having the good signal in 24 into 7. So that's why if you get the quality signal to the model will be able to provide the blood pressure. So that's why we mentioned the beat to beat prediction. So one more advantages we have through this, maybe the currently available devices like Apple watches, Samsung watches, does watches need the calibrations, right? The calibrations, but our device does not need any calibrations. So directly it can give you the blood pressure. Just you need to make sure that the position, and then you have to place the sensor on the exact places near to the pulse or on the wrist. That's it.
great. That's amazing. I think amazing invention of and application of the research into the practical application. That's great. That's
Yes,
good.
yes.
And what about the accuracy of this? Like how much accurately and confidently we are able to get the readings?
Yes, sir. Accuracy as per the since our device comes under the class two medical device, right? So definitely we must have the FDA before proceeding into the market, right? So that's why we are right now we are having the error percentage like nearly 7 to 8 mmHg. But as per the FDA, you must have 5 mmHg to compete with the gold standard devices. So that's why we have collaborated with hospitals and community centers. We have been collecting the data sets to input more data into the model. So that's why. So, but now as a the coming to your question, like we have at this moment 7 to 8 mmHg.
Great, great. Very good,
Yeah.
sir. Fantastic. So I would request our other participants also, if you have any query to discuss. We are having very much expert panel over here, I see. So please do ask your research query and to discussion, please.
Can I ask?
Please,
Yeah,
doctor.
please.
Yeah. Hello. It was nice listening to the sensor side. I have two to three questions. Like when you started with your sensor design, like when she was showing her presentation, the first thing that I would like to understand is like when you're showing sensor modulations and you started, have you compared with all the standard benchmark accelerometer sensors that are in market?
Yes, initially, actually, we have compared. Even one study we did that
Mm-hmm.
our device with some existing accelerometers, right? Maybe you might have
Mm-hmm.
seen in the market like accelerometers are slightly bigger than our devices, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe kind of is kind of 3 to 4 centimeter. Even you might have seen in the commercially available accelerometers. We have done one test. Also, for this study, we have collaborated with one company in Chennai. They are importing the accelerometer from mainland of China, and then they are selling the accelerometer to the local automobile company. So we have collaborated with them. So we bought some accelerometers, and also we have done the comparison study with these two things. But slightly like at that time, you know very well, right? So that gold standard device, we did not have the close result with that existing accelerometers. But we understood that our device is also able to provide some output like the existing devices. So we came to that result from that study.
Okay. Then it comes to the second question. As you said, that you don't need a calibration for your accelerometer in case it is used with the PPG sensors. Like PPG sensors are based on the photolights, right? So because it is based on photolights, you have the problem of the the skin
Understood.
factor, right? that
Understood.
that's fine
Understood.
enough. It is still in the market and still we are doing it. So
Yes.
the second phase that you added, like, so because we are having an accelerometer with the PPG, so we are getting, you're combining both of them with a machine learning model, and that gives you a better accuracy as compared to the ones existing in
Yes.
market,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's what.
Yes. Yes.
Phenomena. Now, first is calibration is needed because you are an accelerometer in the case of accelerometer. Now, for example, if I'm walking, then also your accelerometer will give an answer.
No, no, no. Actually, it is a really very good question. And wherever we go, we experience this kind of question. How your device does not need calibration? People used to ask this question. Actually, your accelerometer actually here that we just converted that idea of fabricating that accelerometer. Here, our sensor is acting as a compound sensor. It's a flexible sensor, like a film sensor. Okay, the film sensor is like only we use the film sensor to obtain the signal. Okay, but everything does by the model. It seems like that film sensor also gives like you might have seen that pressure the PPG signal waveform like kind of that the maybe the including the dicrotic notch, right? You might have seen that if you see the
Okay.
PPG signal, if you want to say that the signal good, with that help of dicrotic notch only we could say that that signal is good. So then if you get that quality signal from these two sensors, so remaining part will be done by the model. So here we have trained our model with enormous data sets, like more than 10,000, 12,000 data sets we have trained. Okay, then so now your model has been trained with by the numerous data sets, right? So in the future, then when your model is seeing like facing any sorry getting the signal as a reference signal either from PPG or a pulse, as I mentioned pulse here as a compound sensor. Then your model will be predicting the blood pressure from the only one signal, not from the two signals. So that's why I said your model need only input signal to predict your blood pressure, not from your
So,
biometrics,
um, so what
not
I
from your
understand is like
biometrics.
if it is predicting from either of the signal, the PPG has to be calibrated. So by default, the device gets calibrated.
No. Actually, actually, no. Calibration means like no. When you turn on your device, I understood.
That's
Like
for the
you,
first time, right? That's only for the first time. When, for
first
example,
time
if
for
I'm,
the first
if
time,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
For the
yeah.
first time, you must calibrate definitely. When you turn on a device, you must calibrate. But in the
I'm not
future,
talking
like
no, then
yeah,
it's not needed. If I'm a regular user or maybe if I'm a weekly user, I don't need to get it calibrated. It's only for the first time. That when you're
yes,
wearing it for the first time device, you need to go for it.
we
Otherwise, the
need to
things
go
will
for
be
it.
working.
Otherwise, it won't
Yes,
work. Exactly.
yes, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So thank you. Thank you so much from
Thank
my
you, ma'am.
side. It
Thank you,
was
ma'am, for
great.
your question. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Urvashi. That was a great point to discuss. Thank you, and thank you, Dr. Ayappan. You have we have another participant over here, Mr. Meshak Ishaya.
All right. Can you hear me, please?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yes,
sir.
sir. We can hear you.
All right. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation. My own question is kind of a bit different from what you've shared. I'm more of into the electrical part. Uh, so I just want to ask because of you did mention about the piezoelectric properties.
Okay.
So I want to know, do you see the possibility of this being used for maybe in terms of just like you had mentioned silicon and tin, and silicon is one of the materials that is used for um, what do you call it, building the photovoltaic cell. So I want to just ask, do you see the possibility of this zinc oxide being used as an element to build photovoltaic cells?
So, if I understood correctly, that you're asking us, like, did we test the zinc oxide or did we compare zinc oxide with the silicon's electrical properties?
No, you have mentioned, I think in our
Yes,
presentation,
yes. Yeah, okay,
silicon.
I understood.
Yeah, so I
Yes, sir.
just want to know, okay, is
Yes,
it possible?
actually, yeah.
So, okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. No, photovoltaics mainly like completely we started focusing on only the uh, piezoelectric properties, right? So initially we chose like we fixed the applications and then we started working on like choosing the materials and then properties with that. So photovoltaics things we did not concentrate much on it, but it can be also supported to that kind of applications as well.
All right, thank you
Yeah,
so much.
yeah, better optical properties, right? Obviously, and also we have studied some external studies like refractive index as well as like exhibition coefficient and some other optical properties also we have studied. But definitely, these studies and this material can be suitable for those applications as well.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Meshak Ishaya. Thank you. Do we have any other query?
Is Abhishek, sir? Did
Please.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time. And let me pass my time to Dr. Kritika. Dr. Kritika has something to share and discuss with you further on.
Please.
Thank you so much for your time. And then
Thank,
looking forward to working with you.
thanks to you, doctor. You have spared your valuable time for us. Thank you. Thanks
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Yeah, yes.
Abhishek sir, thank you so much for this wonderful presentation and discussions. And I would like to have more collaborations in the future. We are ready to have collaborations with the scholars or the college teams there.
Thank you, Dr. Kritika. That's
Yeah.
very amazing and pleasure is all ours. You have shared your valuable research and time with us. And I'm very much pleased and very much thankful to our participants also who have listened and who have discussed the queries and bring the energy to this webinar. So I'm very much thankful and grateful to everyone over here, and very much humble to invite everyone to collaborate onto the research onto this topic with us and with Dr. Kritika, so that we can actually contribute into some SDG goals of the UN and bring something onto the ground instead of just publications. So I would again request and will again thank you everyone for this nice and wonderful session. Thank you everyone. And still,
Thank
if
you.
we have some question from someone, Dr. Gurtika, do you want to take that?
Okay, sir. Yeah, please.
Okay, please. There was some hands raising over here. All right. So let's do one thing.
Um,
If there is, please, if there is some more question to anyone among us, please do share onto my email ID or onto the
yeah,
WhatsApp chat.
maybe. Yeah, that would be better, Abhishek sir, because I can give better idea if they have any doubts on it. And I'm glad if they are coming with the application part, because as of now we are concentrating on the application oriented sensors, like that I explained in the slides, like accelerometer, gas sensors, milk adulterant sensors, like that. So we are more we welcome more sensors with it, especially in the nanomaterials part.
That's great. That's great, doctor.
Mm.
And I also would like to share your research profile with us over this chat, so that if our researchers want to collaborate directly with you, they can reach out to you.
They can reach out to me. Yeah, sure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Again, once again, thanks for this wonderful session and for your lovely questions and this active participation into the webinar. Thank you, everyone. So we do have
Thank
the
you.
recording of this webinar. We would be sharing the link of the recording and the certificate till Monday.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks
Bye
for
bye.
your.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. The
Thank
pleasure
you.
is
Bye bye.
mine. Thank you. Bye.